Alright, today was my first solo cross-country flight, and I went from Flying Cloud Airport to St. Cloud Airport, up to Brainerd, and then back to Flying Cloud. And I stopped at Wings Cafe up at Brainerd Airport, which was delicious, and got some lunch up there. Overall, it was an awesome flight, really cool experience, and pretty exciting to actually get out flying outside of the local area. Here's my first takeoff leaving Flying Cloud Airport. I also requested flight following for the entire trip. That was my second time using flight following, but super helpful. Just have Minneapolis Center there with me the whole way. This is approaching Lake Minnetonka, which is also getting closer to the next shelf of the Class Bravo airspace. And then here we are on final for St. Cloud Airport. Winds were from the north today, so we landed on runway, I think this is 34. And had pretty good conditions there, decent headwind. And this airport was pretty dead today. It's a Class Delta airspace airport, so it is towered, but I think there was only one or two other planes there when I was landing. And at St. Cloud, I did do 2 separate landings, so full stop landing obviously is part of the solo cross-country requirements at each location, and then I did a takeoff and then another landing here at St. Cloud as well before departing up to Brainerd. And it took me a lot longer than I expected to do that second landing. I had to hold short on the runway for a lot longer than expected because there was 2 planes coming in and they had me wait, obviously. So my schedule got a little bit tight getting back to Flying Cloud after Brainerd. Conditions today were really solid. We had some precipitation early on, but overall pretty smooth air. It's a high pressure system. And this is my second landing at St. Cloud, and this one was a little bit better. But you can see me mouthing, not my best. So the landings were decent today, but they were definitely not my best. And this is getting into the Brainerd area. And this is a super cool area. A lot of cool lakes, and a little more exciting as far as things to look at compared to the St. Cloud area. No offense to St. Cloud. And same thing, we had a runway here, I think it was 31 or something like that, that was basically going into a direct headwind. So I came in midfield on the west for a left downwind. And this is an untowered airport, so I did not do a straight in approach like I got clearance for at St. Cloud, and I wanted to make sure the runway and the airport looked clear beyond what I was hearing on the CTAF. So I went in midfield, checked out the airport, looked at the windsock, and then did a normal pattern for this landing just to make sure everything looked good to go. And then after landing here, like I said, I taxied all the way to the other side of the airport to Wings Cafe, which I would highly recommend stopping in if you're ever in the Brainerd area. And this is my final takeoff from Brainerd to head back to Flying Cloud. And this is pretty much nearing the end of the video because I forgot to record the final landing coming into Flying Cloud. And flying back, we had some decent clouds. Like I said, the air was pretty smooth. It started to get a little bit bumpier on the way back, but pretty smooth overall. That was about it.